Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sreechithra from Exambla Healthcare. Today, I'm here to talk about a very interesting topic, addictions, especially mobile addictions among children. So when I talk about addictions, you should not limit your thought process entirely to the alcohol intake or cigarette smoking or to the drug intake and all. It can be anything, especially if you are taking anything beyond what you need, it is an addiction. See, too much of food, too much of wealth, too much of anything, even in the emotional sphere if you take, too much of jealousy, too much of negativity, too much of love even, If you take these things beyond what you need, it will cripple you mentally and eventually it will overpower you. So you beware of these addictions, don't concentrate on protecting your children entirely from the mobile or the alcohol or the cigarette things. There are a lot of other addictions that you have to look into and you have to protect your children from. So saying that, let me talk about the topic in hand, mobile addiction. When talking about the addictions, most of the doctors would have been warned you about the physical implications like the eyesight problem, the vision problems that the children might be facing. I'm not bothered about that. I'm bothered about the mental implications these addictions are causing among children. Let's discuss some of the mental implications of these mobile addictions. The first thing is that it is mentally incapacitating the children. It is making them into a state called mental autism or induced autism as we call it. Because the children are glued into the virtual world, which is not the reality. It is preventing them to create actual bonding with others, actual bonding with people around, even to the parents, even to the neighbors, your relatives. Even they don't have a real friendship in real life. That will create an impact in their life. Without friends, without real bondings, it is very difficult to live their life. The second thing is that the children are never curious because everything that they seek or everything that they need to know is there in the fingertip. There is no need of curiosity, there is no need of pondering. If you look into all our discoveries, all our inventions, curiosity is one of the key factors in which we have changed the world, where the revolution happened. That curiosity is somewhat missing in this generation. That is really bothering me. This mobile is actually robbing our chance to get bored. We are never bored. We are constantly entertained. Our children are constantly entertained. We are never bored. What happens when we are not bored? Our creative mind will switch off. The next generation should be brighter, should be more happier, should be more contented than our current generations. And I don't think that is happening anytime soon. What is the other thing that is bothering me? These children are highly impatient. They are angry, they are impatient. And that is natural because everything you need, you will get it in a jiffy. You don't have to go to the library to refer certain books, and to get the knowledge. No need of that. Anything that you need to know is out there in the internet. Someone somewhere would have said it. So we are robbing the child's mind to see what is virtual and what is a reality. We are robbing the chance of childhood to do it. So this is why we have to step in and control their screen time, control what they are watching in their mobiles. So not giving the mobile is not at all the solution. So here are the few tips wherein you can use it at home to control the screen time of your children. The first thing is that if your children is too young, at least if they are of 10 or 11 years old, do not buy them a mobile of their own. Let them use your mobile or let them use it in TV, but do not buy them a mobile. Because these children are too young to understand what is addictions. They don't have so much of mental capacity wherein to stop seeing the mobile after a certain time. The second thing is that you have to limit the screen time. So there are a lot of settings in the mobile and there are a lot of apps which can be downloaded in which we can limit the screen time. And make sure that you communicate with the children the same, because their interaction and their cooperation is very much important in reducing the addiction. So make sure that there is a rapport happening while keeping this setting on. So the third thing is active watching. We have to make the passive mobile watching to active watching. We actually encourage the parents to watch mobile or watch the cartoons or whatever along with the children. And you be very talkative about it. You keep asking them questions. What is this that you're watching? Why is it so interesting? What is the thing that inspires you? How does that change your life? What is the thing like, how does that implement? How do you want to implement that in your life? So the children will be forced to talk about it. That is actually very helpful because there are a lot of research paper which actually said that active watching helps to reduce the screen time the children is having. And more than that, they will create a rapport with the mother and they will be very interested to talk about it because it is their favorite thing. Third thing is that you participate them in work. Do not segregate your children. You encourage them to participate in some kind of work, in gardening or cooking or doing something, that is the one of the best way wherein to improve their curiosity, to keep them engaged other than the mobile. Whenever the children do something good, like if they try to restrict their watch time, if they are trying to do something good, if they participate in some work, you can give them points, you can give them gifts, and so that that is a positive affirmation. Positive affirmation over a period of time will be very helpful for this de-addictions. It will help them to have that emotional control to say no or to restrict certain things in their life. There are also negative affirmations like punishment, like scoldings, like this kind of insults and other things like that, beating, scolding, all those things. That is called negative affirmations. That will have a negative impact on the child. So once the child goes out of your control, because there are the period in which wherein the children are under your control. So once they go out of their control, they do things with vengeance, So don't go with the negative affirmations. Positive affirmations are the most effective methods that you can give to your child to get that kind of emotional control. And the last point is that you have to do what you preach. You saying mobile and asking your children to not to watch will be very hypocritical, and they will see through it. They will not listen to you. Okay, so make sure that you do what you preach. You start limiting your screen time, you start limiting your mobile watching, at least in front of your children, because they only see what you do, they don't care what you say. So make sure that if you limit what you see, if you teach your kid what you are watching and how it is effective, or what are the useful things that you are watching, and what are the things that you can do about it, and how much screen time that I actually had today, all those things if you try to communicate, it will have a better impact on the children's mind and especially on their emotional sphere. So you can actually try out all these points at home, and you have to understand each child is different. They all come with different sensitivity, different understanding, different emotional quotient and intelligent quotient. So make sure you be very, very careful about what you convey to them, how you convey to them, and you have to custom made these things according to your child's capacity to understand, your child's capacity of sensitivity. Okay? A parent should know your child better than any child psychologist. So I trust you there, I leave you there. So you try to use your imagination, and you can use this point or anything extra wherein you can interact with your child, wherein you can engage your child and make them a very productive, a very happy and a very controlled human being for the next generation. So saying that, I hope you really enjoyed this section, and if you have any doubts and queries, you please write to us. We'll be able to help you out in many of the difficulties that you're facing with your kids. And you please make sure to like, comment and share, and also make sure to subscribe to our channel so that we will get back to you with new videos about new informations regarding child and regarding health. So saying that, have a good day and you take care of yourself. Thank you.